Here we go. Here we go.
I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Salute the friends and family. Y'all know we here to talk about what's going on in Houston between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Houston Rockets in a very, very tight game. It's 94-95 Houston with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. Let me go ahead and throw that up on the board here and let's chop it up for a little bit. Bucks are tied 95-95. This game has been nipped and tucked the whole game, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The officiating, again, I still think is an issue. I think Dame had multiple times he should have gone to the free throw line and he didn't. The officiating is just getting out of hand against the Milwaukee Bucks. Like in the offseason, there needs to be an investigation because it's way too biased against the Bucks. It's way too biased. We have to fight. We have to fight 2 fights every game. We got to fight against our opponents and against the officiating. They got to figure that out in the offseason. Like that's doing way too much. Also, Kevin Porter Jr. with them 2 steals and dunks was crazy. I know he had a couple turnovers here late. That's gonna happen. Sometimes you just make bad decisions. But Kevin Porter Jr.'s energy and what he brings to this team is crazy. It's to the point where you're like, and you know, AJ Green is a fan favorite, right? I see people chat like, hey, give him AJ Green minutes because of how productive Kevin Porter Jr. is for this team. He is definitely a difference maker. I know Kyle Kuzma hasn't scored in the second half, but I thought that he played really well in the first half and kept us close, playing strong. And I want to cut him some slack. He didn't take a lot of shots, but he's been playing well defensively. He did have a couple bad turnovers, but again, he's finding his footing. So let's cut Kuzma some slack. Brook Lopez. I can't wait till the offseason until we get rid of Brook Lopez. He is such a liability on defense. I hope some of y'all are subscribed or follow me on Twitter. I posted some defensive lapses by Brook Lopez, and it was sickening. Brook cannot move. Şengün was punishing Brook. He was punishing Brook. Any player under the age of 30 is gonna cook Brook. Brook cannot move. He is definitely a defensive liability, and we're going to have to figure out how to protect him because that drop coverage should be banned. It doesn't help anybody, the drop coverage. Giannis is playing very strong today as well. Giannis is 9 of 12 from the free throw line. That's the most important stat to me. Giannis has to start shooting well from the free throw line. We're going to need that in the playoffs, especially with him and Kuzma starting. Poor free throw shooters. I'm going to expect Giannis to try to step his game up. So hopefully he can get at least around the 70% mark headed into the playoffs. Otherwise, a very strong performance by Giannis. Efficient, 8 of 16. Not as efficient for him, but 50%. 9 of 12 from the free throw line. 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, only 1 turnover, 25 points. No qualms with that. Kuzma, only 9 points. Brook Lopez, 12. Damian has struggled. He did struggle struggle earlier in the game. And then again, what Dame does, tries to come alive in the fourth quarter. And we're in this game. We got 30 seconds left, friends and family. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Come on, Bucks. Let's get it. Let's get it, Bucks. Salute the friends and family, Bucks Nation. If y'all haven't already, please hit the like button. Helps other Bucks fans find the right content that they supposed to find right here. Let's get it, Dollar. This is a tough game, and win, lose, or draw, the biggest drawback from this game is the offensive rebounding. We couldn't rebound at all. I saw at least 4 to 5 different defensive rebounds that Brook could have had and just watched it. Just watched. It's crazy. Crazy. But again, the Rockets are a quality team. They're no pushover. They're 35-22. We're 32-24. So we're fairly evenly matched. And the score shows it. We're two competitive teams, playoff teams. These are the type of games that are going to happen between upper echelon teams. And the Bucks, do not sleep. The Bucks are an upper echelon team with our current roster. So we got 30 seconds left here, y'all. Let's see what happens. The biggest difference maker for the Rockets, and that foul that Aman Thompson, however he says his name, against Giannis was crazy. You definitely should have been ejected. You did like a low-key wrestling move on Giannis. Like, that was insane. I couldn't believe that. But Jalen Green shooting 5 of 11 from 3. That hurt us. Dylan Brooks 4 of 8 from 3. That hurt us. But I will say this. I'm not going to say our defense was bad. I will say that the Rockets were hitting contested shots. They were Jalen Green was hitting some contested shots. It wasn't just randomly wide open threes as usual. And I thought Sims came in and gave us good minutes as well defensively. He seemed to slow down Şengün because he could move his feet. Şengün didn't seem to have the same success, in my opinion, against Sims as he did against Brook Lopez. Y'all letting me know what y'all think in the comment section. And then also, how many minutes would y'all like to see Kevin Porter Jr. play? Right now, he's at 11. I would love to see him around the 20-minute mark. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I think Kevin Porter Jr., the 20-minute mark is where he should be, 20 to 25 minutes. Doc has to start using his brain a little bit better. When he see if Dame is struggling, let Dame chill for a minute. Put in Kevin Porter Jr., give him a spark, then bring Dame back. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of high IQ coaching decisions that you need to make sometimes. You know, Kevin Porter been cooking. Dame was struggling in the first half. Let Kevin Porter cook. Let him chill for a minute. Let him chill. That's what we got Kevin Porter Jr. here to pick up the slack. All right, we got 12 seconds left, y'all. 95-98. Let's see what shakes. Yeah, bad. I would say more bad shots. I see some of the comments. The turnovers aren't the biggest deal. We have 13 turnovers. They have 14 turnovers. The problem is bad shots and rebounding. That's why we're losing. It's not the turnovers today. It's not the turnovers. They have 15 turnovers to our 13. Turn the ball over isn't the problem. Bad shots are our problem. That's what it is. Bad shot. I agree, Mr. Cool. Dame is not the most proficient passer. I agree. I definitely agree. He is not the most adept passer. He's definitely not a Trae Young or anything like that. All right, y'all. 12 seconds left. Let me start shouting out the people in the chat while we sitting here waiting. Salute to Cynthia Harris. I seen you in the chat earlier. You've been on fire this week in the comment section. Salute to Cynthia. Salute to Boy Mommy. And I want to send a special shout out to Tish. Tish hit me up today and just sent the kite through Cash App. I want to say salute to Tish. She is one of the original members of this community. Many of y'all that's been around for years do know Tish. She said her work schedule changed, but she said salute to friends and family. So I want to make sure I pass that information along from one of the OG queens of the chat. I know Cynthia, Patricia, Eliza, a couple of y'all remember Tish when she used to be on here all the time. So salute to her. Salute to Robert Brooks. Salute to Dre West. Salute to Derek Stevenson. What up, Emma? My boy Chitty in the building. Good to see you, Chitty. Jeff Riley in the building. It's Moose 414. What's good? Mr. Cole. Bucks #1. What's good? I see you. What up, Patricia? God got me. What's good? Greg Delaney, I see you. Who else up in here? It's a lot of y'all up in here. Let me scroll down to some of these comments. Brandon King Carter in the building. Pronte in the building. What up, Trina? Boy Mommy, King Temp. What up, Brenda? Salute to Brenda. It's been a minute. What up, Brenda? What up, Brenda? Good to see you. William Johnson in the building. What up, Robert K. Real in the building? I see all y'all. What's good? Let's chop this up, y'all. And let's not be upset. Whatever happens, these are two bohemians going at it. blow for blow. It ain't like we getting cooked. Things happen sometimes, y'all, but we got time. We got 6 seconds here, y'all, so we're gonna see what happens. But let's just keep it positive, y'all. We've been doing good. Only one deck. What's good? Appreciate you. So let's just be patient, y'all. Let's see what happens. Eric Payne, what up, bro? Good to see you in the live. I know you be in the comment section. Good to see you in the live. What up, Rigo? Scales, what's good, bro? Good to see you, famo. Make sure I ain't missing none of my people. Jimmy Roller in the building. What up? 3 seconds left, y'all. Ah. We gonna see, y'all. Let's give it a little time here, see what happened. And to be honest, this fourth quarter was bad by both teams. They have 15 points and we have 12 in the fourth quarter. I mean, defense, turnovers both ways. Neither team had a great fourth quarter. So, and to keep it real, they got 100 points. We got 97. So defense did play a role in this game. But I do think offensive rebounding was the biggest difference maker in those second chance points. And we also didn't get our usual bench production today either that hurt us. But even besides that, without the bench production, we were still in this game. It was the rebounding and careless turnovers that really hurt us in this game. When you're playing quality opponents, turnovers, bad shots, and rebounding, it will be the reasons you lose every time. Every time it'll be the reason you lose. Oh, what up, Nikos? Good to see you, bro. Shout out to Sweden. Scale said Şengün traveled a lot too, but yeah, they don't call traveling in the NBA no more. Scales, you know that. You already know. My boy Derek Stevenson said, "Come on, Bucks. Hey, they fighting. They fighting. Regardless of what happened, the Bucks are going out on their shield and they fighting. That's all I want. Every game for y'all to fight. Win, lose, or draw. I need to see fight. And I'm glad they fighting. But we gotta tighten up on these rotations, Doc. Doc got to tighten up. Doc has to tighten up on these rotations or just feel momentum. Doc doesn't sense momentum. You see Dame struggling. All right, he not shooting cold right now, but we got KPJ that been on fire since he been here. Let's talk. Let's put him in the game. 78. Shout out to you. You hit me up about that. Salute to 78. I just want I just want Doc to just be a little smarter and a little bit more aware. That's it. Going through some of these comments. Give me a second, y'all. Bucks number one said Damian Lillard needs to sit. Hilarious. Hilarious. And the officiating was bad too, though. It was a lot of shots that I thought Dame took to the hole and other players as well that should have been fouled. It was the light skinned referee. He was on his Donahue today. That light skinned ref. I don't know what his name is. I don't remember his number, but the light skinned ref. He was definitely not pro Bucks today, for sure. Not pro Bucks. You All right, y'all. It is official. The Bucks have lost 97 to 100. What up, Jay Stizzle? 97 to 100 in a highly contested game. And we just came on the short end of the stick. Barely, but we did. 97 to 100 against the Rockets. Let's go over the final stats. Giannis doing what Giannis does, finishes with 27 and 10 and 6. Kyle Kuzma did not score in the second half. That definitely is concerning. I don't believe either that Brook Lopez scored in the second half. Dame finished with 22. He was struggling much earlier, very early in the game. I say the first pretty much 2.5 quarters he was struggling, got it going late in the third and the fourth to make his numbers look somewhat presentable, but he did not shoot well or efficiently at all. Jericho Sims played 13 minutes. I thought he played solid defensively. Obviously, he's not contributed much offensively, but I thought he played well defensively. Gary Trent had a quiet game today, 5 points. Kevin Porter Jr. only had 4 points. AJ Green only had 12 points. So that's it right there, y'all. Our bench combined only had 21 points. We were used to getting close to 40. So that's a difference as well. Just our production was down today. Our heads we weren't as disciplined as we needed to be today to win this game, y'all. That's just what it is. It happens. We done won 4 straight. we played against a good team on the road, and they got us by a couple points. They got us by a couple points, y'all. Oh, let me get into these team stats too before I forget. Hold on, y'all, because I want y'all to see that the real difference is the rebounding today. Like that rebounding is crit. This is what I'm saying, y'all. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else. This is the difference. You can't win games getting out rebounded like that. And then you got 16 offensive rebounds. 16? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. All any other excuses y'all want to make is cool, but it comes down to that. That's the difference in a game when it's this close. Second chance points. Damn, man. 16 offensive rebounds. We only had 18 assists. They had 11 steals. We had 6. Jesus. 15 turnovers. We turned the ball over a little bit more than I thought in the fourth quarter. Set to their 17 turnovers. We got 17 points off of theirs. They got 24. 46 points in the paint. The paint, the rebounding. That's why we lost this game, y'all. The paint and rebounding. That's it. It's not about Dame struggling. It's not about Kyle Kuzma. That's all window dressing. At the heart of the matter, we lost this game because of rebounding. During this win streak, what were we doing? Not allowing all these offensive rebounds. That was what we were doing during this streak that we weren't discussing. We were either winning or on par for the rebounding stats, and especially offensive rebounds. And there were a couple games we had more offensive rebounds than the opponent. But today, unfortunately, we went back to our old ways and allowing teams to get second and third shot attempts. And that's how you lose. You cannot allow a good team, a playoff caliber team, multiple shots in a possession. They will punish you. They will punish you. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's why we lost. I know y'all gonna blame players and all that, but it's the rebounding, y'all. It's the rebounding. It's the rebounding. Jay Stizzle said if Dame plays better, we win this game comfortably. Not if you allowing 16 offensive rebounds. Dame ain't doing nothing about that. 16 offensive rebounds. And if we're gonna keep it real, I see the okay. So look, let me just look at this. Look at the stats, right? Dame and Giannis were the only people on this team that have 20 or more points, and we only had 4 total people in double figures, right? So we had Brook that had 12, AJ Green with 12, Damian with 22, Giannis with 27. So what are we talking about? I'm just saying, you got to look at the whole. You got to look at everything. You got to look at everything. Don't let emotion cloud logic. Let me repeat. Don't let emotion cloud logic. Thank you. That's it. Jonathan Porter rebounding is why the Bucks lost. That's it. That's it. You don't got to talk about nothing else. If you understand basketball, you know what happened. It's the rebounding. Period. Okay, Scale said this is a game we needed Bobby in. He possibly could have helped. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. What up, Kel? What up, Kel? Hey, Kel said Bucks did everything in their power to choke this game off and they succeeded. That's fair. Yep. Hey, what up, Mia Kim? Queens of the chat in here. Strong. What's good? Said Kuz played. Yeah, he played like butt today. The second half. I thought he played well in the first half, Mia Kim. I thought the second half was the issue. Kobe said, "Amen was out of pocket for sure." Yeah, that foul was unnecessary. That was so wild. That was unnecessary. Mr. Cool said Kuzma had no angle to the rim. He should have brought the ball back and set up a play. But you know what though, Ms. Crew? I wanted to read this comment because you got to take the good and the bad with Kuzma. He's gonna make plays like that maybe a couple times a game, but then he's gonna do more things that help the team. You got to kind of look at those type of like plays, them little low IQ play, like Brett Favre. He go throw a couple that you like that might get picked off, and sometimes it turns out to be spectacular. So that's some of the give and take you gotta have with Kyle Kuzma because he's a little bit wild and erratic at times. So it's the good and bad with Kuzma, Mr. Cool. Let me get back up in here. Hold on one second. I see y'all's tight about that foul. Hey, Bucks #1 said Brooks shouldn't even be in the damn game. We got. I'm trying not to complain about Brook as much as I want to, but Brook is holding his team back. We still might be able to do great things this year with Brook, but we'll be a much better team when Brook Lopez is no longer a Milwaukee Buck. I promise y'all. I promise. I promise y'all that our team would be better after the trade, and I'm promising y'all. No, I promise y'all that when we got rid of certain players, that we would elevate. And I'm promising you this time, once you can thumbs down all you want. That's the truth. We will be better without Brook Lopez. And again, you can follow me on Twitter, and I have posted a lot of Brook's lowlights, and you let me know if that's okay for a 7-footer. Huh? That's the thing. Again, the nostalgia. Brook gets killed by every athletic big. Everyone. Everyone. And y'all still are still saying that he's an asset. How? How? He's just a big body, and it's not. He don't even use his body. Get him off of this team as soon as possible in the offseason. Sign and trade, whatever we need to do. I want Brook off of this team. And I got $100, and anybody else that want to bet that once we get rid of Brook, we'll be even better. I got $100 up. Anybody in the chat want to accept, let me know. We can get it cracking. What up, Mr. 414? Good to see you. Dre West said it was turnovers at certain points in the game. It's not just the quantity of the turn. That's a fair point. Yep. And Dre West, I like to add to that. Yes, there were untimely turnovers, but also shot selection at the wrong time, like the Kuzma. Dame took some questionable shot selection, turnovers, and rebounding. Absolutely. What up, King Temp? AB, what's good? What up, Robin? Good to see you, man. Derek Stevenson said our bench was average this evening. Yeah, but I agree, but their bench didn't do too much either, though. The thing is, our bench was usually a strength, and it just wasn't today. Their bench only gave them 15 points. So our bench actually played better than their bench, but we're used to our bench being more productive. We were getting close to 40 points a game from the bench during our win streak, and the exact opposite happened today. We didn't get the production from the bench, and we didn't rebound. And then, as Dre West and others have stated, bad shots and turnovers at bad times. Agreed. Dre West bench was sorry. Agreed. Man, Patricia, right? Shout out to Tish. Patricia said we missed it. She gonna be back around at some point. Shout out to Tish. Dre West said, "Nah, bro, this is upsetting. I'm trying not to be negative, Dre West. We know what the issues are. We just need to address them. You know what I'm saying? What up, No Strays? ENT, our favorite op. Get the likes up for Celtics legend Ime Udoka with another coaching master. What coaching masterpiece? If you don't knock it off, knock it off. No Strays. We had a bad night. Right. No, right. Right, Scale. He said not tonight, no Strays. Right. What up, Pronte? Pronte said Porter played terrible, but missed Bobby in this game. Yes, we miss Bobby in this game. You right. Y'all right. Y'all right. Let me put the link in the chat so y'all can tap in. I realize we's half hour in already. Hold on one second. Let me put the link in the chat. Salute to friends and family, Bucks Nation. Queens of the chat. What up, Kenny Mac? Boy, mommy said Bobby would have jacked up Amen for that foul. Flagrant foul, too, against he absolutely would have. Definitely. Burnman 23, what's good? We needed an athlete infusion, but it can't be at an expense of skill. IQ already low. Understood. Understood. What up, Eliza? Guys missed a lot of shots due to the Rockets' defense and poor execution. Needed more Giannis minutes. But again, though, Eliza, Giannis coming off an injury, it's not worth it. This is a regular season game against the Rockets. It's just not worth it. I'd rather he didn't play the minutes. But I get what you're saying, though, Eliza. We did, Trina. We almost had him. Yes, we did. We almost did. We just couldn't execute down the stretch. We didn't execute. We didn't rebound. We took bad shots, and we turning the ball over. A quality team will make you pay for that with an L, and we did. The childish one said the fourth quarter was ugly. 12 points? Yeah, but they only had 15. It's not just us that played crazy in the fourth. They did too. They just got a couple more buckets. They were a little bit more disciplined than we were when it mattered most. That's the difference. They were more disciplined when it mattered most. And to keep it real, with a coach like Ime Udoka, a modern coach, I expect that. I expect the Ime Udoka team to be polished like that. And them is young dudes over there executing. Coaching matters too, though, y'all. Coaching matters. Just saying. King Kwame, what's good? Doc should have played KBJ with Giannis, but Doc is set in his ways, and no one can tell him different. You already know, bro. Like, I go in on Doc all the time, and then y'all want to argue with me about the players. I'm like, man, the coach's job is to bring the best out of the players. Example, look at Ime Udoka. He's bringing the best out of the talent that he has available. Can you say Glenn, Doc Rivers is bringing the best out of the talent that we have available? Can you say that without a shadow of a doubt? I'm just saying, can y'all say that? Lavelle said Brooke could not grab a rebound to save his life. Today wasn't his worst performance rebounding. I mean, if you just look at the raw numbers, he had 8 rebounds. That's damn near a career high for Brooke. 8 rebounds is damn near a career high for that dude. So, but his rebounding in general is bad. He's slow. He can't move. He can't jump. Just a cone out there. I'm gonna keep saying it. Nick C said, I'm shocked by the amount of blatant foul calls we didn't get. A dude literally grabbed Giannis by the face. Man, okay, yes, I'm a Bucks fan. Yes, there might be slight biasness to the Bucks because that's my squad. But even if you take that out of the equation and you're just a neutral party watching this game, you could definitely see that the calls were going one way consistently. We were not getting all the calls we should have. Now, let me say this. Y'all want to talk about so-and-so doing this and that. What if we got the free throws we were supposed to get? Do we win this game? If the officiating is somewhat fair? How much of an impact did the officiating have on the bottom line of this game? Let's talk about that. That's real too. My boy T came in shooting shots. Boston looking iffy. Boston is iffy. Boston is iffy. Mr. 414 said as soon as the game started, they didn't waste no time. They went straight at Brooke. I mean, ASAP. T.I. voice, ASAP, ASAP. I mean, they went at him immediately. He's a walking bucket. You put him in a pick and roll, you attack him, he's always retreat. Get Brooke off this team. I don't care if we win a championship this year. I want Brooke off this team. Telling you. Or a sign and trade where we can get something for him. My boy Tito said Doc Rivers Lopez going to clue the TM. Hilarious. Nick C, that might be true, but if the referees don't call it, what can you do? What can you do? I agree with you, but the refs weren't calling it. It wasn't fair. Yeah, that was crazy. Dame missing free throws at the end of the game. I agree. That was crazy. Well, he missed one. Yeah, so he can't do that. Yeah, he should get fined for that choke slam, Trina. That was crazy. John K said Dame shot 7 of 22. He did. He definitely did. He got to shoot better. He definitely had an off game. VT Ski Man said didn't score for 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. Facts. That's a great stat. That's telling. You don't score for 6 minutes is crazy. Eric said Ime got them boys playing with heart. He definitely does. Definitely does. Yeah, that's crazy. Derek Stevenson said that flagrant foul on Giannis was ridiculous. Someone should have retaliated. That's the franchise. He can't be handled like that. Hand should have been applied. I feel you, but Bobby was our only real goon. None of the other dudes on the squad are like that, unfortunately, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's fair. Where's my boy Chitty? Thought Chitty just said something. What up, Chitty? King Tim said he RKO'd Giannis. He thought this was 2009 WrestleMania. That is hilarious. I love wrestling bars. I love wrestling bars. Yeah, he got to shoot better. That's it. I agree. Dame definitely has to shoot better. But he wasn't getting some of the calls he should have got as well. But regardless, he definitely should shoot better. Definitely. Mr. Cool said, I can take Dame's missed shots, but his turnovers are just unacceptable. Fair. That's fair. That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. So what do y'all think was the biggest impact for today's loss? I really think it's the rebounding at the end of the day, because a lot of those second chance points would have never occurred if we would have got offensive or got defensive rebounds. And why do y'all think we're so bad a lot of times rebounding? We shouldn't be. Hold on. What up, Maurice? Appreciate you spinning the block with a $10 super chat. No need to overreact tonight, Bucks Nation. We lost to a solid Western Conference playoff team on the road. We could have pulled it out if we rebounded better and limited our turnovers. We're good, though. Facts! That's what I was saying. Don't overreact. We fought. You go and blow them. If you're a champion and you going against another champion, it should be tight. Blow to blow, and it's just going to come down to execution. And we just didn't execute as much tonight. Just tonight. We didn't execute and rebound well. B-Shack, you good? Tap in B-Shack. What up, B-Shack? Salute. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man?
Man, what's going on?
I fell asleep on the game. I had to get a cup of coffee, man.
Hey, you just missed a lot of rebounding. A lot of rebounding issues.
Yeah, I saw enough of it, man. It's hard really to take away too much from this game. I mean, the Rockets are a good young team. You're at home. Yeah. You only lose by 2 or 3 points. I mean, I will say that a couple of things I didn't like. I don't know, it was like less than 3 minutes in the game, and Doc was like sitting down on the bench. I'm like, you just get up and coach, man.
In this type of game, it's a tight game, competitive, close. This is why I be going in on Doc. Man. I go in on Doc, B-Shack. You know this about me, man. That's why I don't trust him. B-Shack, man, I don't trust Doc Rivers. Y'all can't make me trust Doc Rivers. He can't be trusted. He's too all over the place. He's erratic, spontaneous. Yeah. You don't know what you gonna get from Doc. I don't like his timeout management. Let me chill. Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes he's a little suspect. I mean, he works the refs pretty good. That's about his strong point. Working the refs.
Yeah, he a people person. Anyway. He a politician, like Pass be saying. He a politician.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. I'm about to critique anything overall in the game. I think this was the first game, other than that stretch in the third quarter. I mean, the second quarter, end of the second quarter, with Kevin Porter Jr. just kind of like took over this defense with the steals and the dunks. But for the first time, I think we saw a few little questionable decisions and some errant passes. I think he was a little hyped playing
I
against the
think he was hyped
Rockets.
too. I'm not counting this game like against the Bucks. Like I don't feel bad. I'm like, you played against another playoff team, and we just didn't
Yeah,
make enough plays down the stretch. We didn't get blown
yeah.
out by 30 points or anything,
No,
and our bench
no, we
played
didn't.
bad.
And yeah. Again, you can't take away too much from this game. Well, the things I'm gonna point out lets us know that. I mean, with that, I mean, we could if we could clean up just a couple of things, man. This game is ours. I'm not even counting the refs. The refs were definitely against the Bucks tonight. There's no doubt
Oh,
about that.
that was crazy.
The tic tac, the fouls are called against Giannis. The fouls committed on Giannis. The no calls I saw on Kuzma, on Giannis, on Kevin Porter Jr. It is what it is. What it is, man. But I think down the stretch, a couple things, man. I think I saw Mr. Cool mention the fact he felt like my man should have been in the game.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Nah, he said he felt that Prince should have been in
Okay.
for a 3-point shooting. But I felt Kuzma probably in the last 3 minutes came up a little short tonight. I mean, he had a chance for it. Doesn't seem like the corner three is his best shot. He's better, he's not really great in the corners,
Mm-hmm.
and he had an opportunity that he kind of blew, but he did claim he was fouled.
And
And
it
I
was a
don't
lot
know.
of fouls didn't go our way though. Honestly, B Shaq, a lot of calls didn't go our way. They should have gone our way.
But why is Brooke taking like a 35-footer? I mean, what? And that was a called play. You got Damian Giannis on the court. You got AJ Green, and you got Brooke coming out of a timeout shooting like a 35-footer. Man, that was questionable. That was
Right.
questionable at the very least, man. And we didn't play our sharpest game coming down the stretch, but hey, I think they fought hard. I think we've shown that the days when the Bucks are just going to come in and just
Lay down, yeah.
lay, just stink up the joint. I think those days are over. We have too much talent for that. And so we brush our shoulders off, we keep going, man.
Mm-hmm.
We keep going. Denver on to Denver. I think Denver's there for the taking. Now,
Yep.
is that game in Denver?
No, that's here. That's here. That's
Okay.
Thursday at Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family. Yep.
Okay. Uh we could take because Joker looked rattled against the Lakers, man. He
He
looked
got
kind of
rattled.
rattled.
He was rattled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he definitely
crowded
was rattled for sure.
they crowded him. They just don't let him do what he wants. See, people give Joker too much space to do
Mm-hmm.
what he wants to do. You gotta make a man like that think, and you gotta crowd him. If you let somebody with that type of basketball IQ do what he wants to do, he'll pick you apart. You gotta rough him up. You gotta crowd him, and so I think we can take Denver, man.
Right.
I think that's on Thursday night.
Yep.
That's on Thursday night. So we can take them, man. But
We got to play good basketball though. We got to play sound basketball though. Smart
do you,
basketball.
how do you think Giannis looks like physically?
I still think he looks like he's laboring a little bit. I don't think he looks as explosive. I think that he's monitoring that injury, and I think that's why the minutes are reduced. If we got to take an L here and there for Giannis to be healthy at the end of the year, I'm with that. Hold on 1 second, B Shaq. Let me get my homie super chat. What up, Maurice? Appreciate the $10 super chat. It's unfortunate that Dame is the official stepchild of the Bucks. No matter what he does, it's never enough. Compared to all the other top guards, Dame is still right at the top. We need to appreciate our point. I just said this so many times, Maurice. They ain't trying to hear that. They ain't trying to hear it, Maurice. I done showed him the stats. His numbers this year are better than Steph. They don't want to hear it. They just don't want. They just want to go in on it. Let me tap in 78. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. What's good, 78?
Peace, good brothers. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, man. Look, man, this game really upset me because this was a winnable game, so easy winnable game. I don't think Houston played that well. I
Agreed.
thought we lost this game in the third and fourth quarter, second half. The third quarter rotations by Doc sucked, man. I don't know why he listen. I hear what everybody's saying about Dame. I know Dame is a bucket, and we need him, right? He a part of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
When you know he ain't hitting, why continue to let him be that aggressive? See, it's one thing if Dame shot ain't falling, he not being aggressive, and he just passing and distributing. But when he's shooting like that and he just missing, and we ain't got nobody down there to get the rebounds, then what is we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we really doing? So I didn't like that, and I thought that Doc put in Kevin Porter Jr. and took him out after 6 minutes. But in 6 minutes, the man already had what two or 4 points
Right.
with
the 2 steals,
a couple of steals. It's like, what are you taking him out for? I don't understand it. Yes, he played his old team and he had a couple of turnovers, but like he gotta calm down. Just play him. Why take him out and put Dame back in?
who's
When
struggling.
Dame, I don't understand why Doc would do that. Doc is an idiot sometimes. I like Doc, but you know what I'm saying, and I want him to be successful because I know people be hating on Doc, but Doc sometimes
I'm one of those people, 78, and I talk to you personally. You know that about me.
Yeah,
Carry
bro.
on, bro.
I can't get mad at you because Doc sometimes you have to question. You know what I'm saying? I hate to use that term, but you got to question his basketball IQ sometimes.
There it is.
Bro, it's like, bro, what are you doing, Doc? I don't understand. If and I hate to say that, I really do. But it's like,
no, you don't.
I do. For Doc, I do. I hate to say it because I know people hate no Doc. So it's like, bro, you're watching the game. You see Kevin Porter Jr. You got this energetic guy in. At the last 3 games you done played him, he done came back and gave us the lead. Just play him. Just play him. Just see what happens real quick. Instead, you take him out and put Dame back in as if you try to protect Dame's ego or something. Okay? And then I don't know what I'm not dissing Kyle Kuzma. I understand. He due for a bad game. But Kyle Kuzma, it's not that he had a bad game. He just needs to stop shooting threes because he can't shoot them. Stop it, bro. You yacking up threes from the corner. They giving it to you because you shooting 30%. Anybody will let you shoot 10 of them.
78 got his apron on. Go ahead, 78.
It's like, bro, why are you just yacking up threes, bro? Stop doing that. Pump fake, drive to the basket. You 6'10", we got you for a reason, bro. If we wanted threes, we could have kept Chris Middleton. You big goofy.
I appreciate that, Patricia.
But yeah, that's all I want to say real quick though, because this was a winnable game, man. I want the Bucks to go at least, you know. I thought the Bucks were gonna go 18-8. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping for the best.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? 18-8. Maybe even 15. You know what I'm saying? Wins or something at the least. But when we lose an easy game like this, man, when you got them, you got your wrist around their neck. Snap it. Get rid of them. Get them out of here. But that's all I gotta say, bro.
Salute to 78, bro.
Listen, I agree, man. I agree to a large extent. It was a winnable game, man. It was. I mean, moral victories. You know, I like to win every game, man. And I just think that Doc got to tighten up, man. Doc got to tighten up, man. You know, he has to understand that we haven't won nothing. He got to and see what Kevin Porter Jr. brings. He brings that energy. He brings that tenacity. Because you got some wolves, you got some young wolves on the Rockets, man. They slobber at the mouth, man, like wolves, man.
And they got the spittle.
Yeah, man. They don't care who you are. They don't care about your pedigree. They just coming for you. Now, that's why I don't understand. The Rockets are streaky outside shooting team. They're not high percentage
right
as far as their stats. Why are we just going to let Şengün just back people down underneath the basket? Why not send another player? Why not get the ball out of his hands? He was just backing folk, just putting his butt up on people, man, backing everyone down. He was lifting people off their feet. And man, I'm sorry, man. My man Sims, man, he did. I love what he's doing on defense.
His
I love
offense.
how moving and switching around. But yo, he was like, Şengün was like, that's barbecue chicken down low. He was just backing him down like he was a rag doll, man.
You know what?
And
Şengün is better than we give him credit for.
he's good, man.
He's good.
I would love to have him rather than Brook.
I'll check this comment out too. I'm gonna let you take this one. So it's Moose414 said, after seeing Brook play defense today, I'm very nervous about the Denver game. If Brook can't hold Şengün, he can't hold Joker.
Oh, that's a fact. Because Joker is deceptively quick.
Right. Big, wide body, so he's able to the angles. People, they say, why he can't jump? I'm like, he using his body.
Man, let me tell you something. Folks too young to remember. I remember Larry Bird, and he said he couldn't jump either. He was out there cooking dudes, man. Cooking dudes.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. Hold on 1 second, B-Shat. This might be towards you too. Appreciate the 499 super chat, Curtis. Salute. Remember, we're not calling him Doc no more. We call him Glenn for now on. He gotta earn Doc Rivers. He gotta earn a shout out to Curtis. I feel you on that. But that is concerning what Moose brought up though, as far as Brook defense, because he's gonna play big minutes because he's our big man. But I mean, Sims will play a little bit, but how much is he gonna play? Is Doc gonna allow him to play because of his lack of offense?
Yeah, Doc is just gonna look at the fact that Brook is tall, Joker's tall. That's all he's looking at is the size.
Right.
But Brook's lateral movement, man, it's just he's got right now. He's got no room for error when it comes to the angle he takes on getting blocks.
Right.
He has to have the perfect angle. He can't just get a block out of position. He's got to be right in position to get a block these days because he's just, he's got to be on balance and he's got to be able to jump straight up. And he'll get him. He has good nights when it comes to blocks. But the problem isn't that. The problem is what's happening on the ground, man.
He said what's happening on the ground.
just running around him like he's at the skating rink, man. And Avery's on skates and he's walking around the rink, man. Avery's on skates just going around him, man. So that's the problem with the men. And Andrew, I guess Ajax is in the doghouse now, man. I guess he just cooked me. He's just out of the rotation now.
What did I tell you? What did I say a couple games ago? I said, them minutes gone. It's too many guards that to get buckets to just say you could come and play and you just got defense. And the defense is good, but it's questionable at times because you get into foul trouble. The juice ain't worth the squeeze from Ajax right now, respectfully. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Yeah. He about to sit next to Pat. Hold on 1 second, B-Shat. KJD, what's good, bro? Appreciate the $9.99 super chat, and that thumbnail is crazy. Hilarious. Dame always played with another PG in Portland. Example, CJ Simons. Now he's the only real guard in the lineup with most of the playmaking responsibility. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure. With the playmaker responsibility, that's why we're seeing so many turnovers from him. Okay. Let's address that one. How do you feel about that one, B-Shat?
What was that? Let me read that again. Now he's the only one.
Let me read it again. Hold on. So Dame always played with another PG in Portland. Example, CJ McCullough, Anthony Simons. Now he's the only real guard in the lineup with most of the playmaking responsibility. That's why we're seeing so many turnovers from him. And it's not crazy. He's averaging 2.9 turnovers a game. The same as Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's why I think he should play more minutes with Kevin Porter Jr.
But then you don't got the explosion off the bench.
Well, Doc's got to figure out a way to stagger the minutes, man. I mean, right now, I saw tonight he was going with a lineup, no Damian, no Giannis for quite a while, and that's Kevin Porter Jr. really run the offense.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you have to at least experiment with having both of them in the game and seeing what Dame looks like unleashed with no PG responsibilities.
Correct.
Let's just let him cook offensively and just see what that looks like, because you might need a lineup like that in the playoffs. Right now
No,
is
that's
the time to
fair.
try everything. You got to
Yeah.
try it all now.
No, that's fair. And that's the thing. If you can put Pat Connaughton in the game randomly, you could definitely put. Why not just see what a start looks like with Kevin Porter Jr. and Dame? Let's just see. What does it hurt? We got to figure it out. We got new players. Let's see what works. Hold on, we got one more here too. Maurice, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Spinning the block yet again. Doc needs to stop playing Dame the entire third quarter. He needs to be subbed at the 7-minute mark for KPJ to lead the second unit. More rest will allow him to finish games. Hold on 1 second. Will allow him to finish game. Only Doc can hold us back. B-Shack? That's a nasty one. Shout out.
I mean, I think here's the thing. Dame has been really vocal in the past. He was vocal with Adrian Griffin about his minutes, when he goes in and when he comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I think he really sees himself as a finisher, and that's going to be a delicate conversation to have with him. It could allow him to be fresher
In
and
the fourth, because
stronger.
that's where we need him, though, is in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Dame, I think he likes to build that rhythm, man, toward getting close to the end of the game. So I'm not sure if that's the answer.
Okay. What would be your alternative or workaround? What up, Gibson? Shout out to Mr. Bahamas.
Salute, Amber. Salute the B-Shack.
Hey, what's going on, Gibson? Listen, I don't know, man. I don't mind bringing KPJ in with him. I'm not sure about substituting him in that late in the game for Dame.
Okay.
Dame's our closer, man. I ride with Dame when it comes to closing the game.
Closer, I agree. I agree with that.
I ride with them. So I just gotta say this. Yesterday morning, I was making an omelet, and I was watching the podcast from the night before.
Uh-huh.
And I was just about to flip my egg when I heard Bleacher Report boss say, "I can just hear B-Shack right now."
Yeah. Yeah, we always shout you out. It just be randomly throughout the show. We always shout you out.
It brought a smile to my face and warmth to my heart, man. The brothers had me on their
Shout
mind.
out to the Bleacher Report boss. Shout out. Mr. Bahamas, before it get too late, go ahead and cook, because I already see how you looking. Go ahead.
Well, salute to the people of Wisconsin. I salute you all all the way from the Bahamas. I don't have much to say on because I didn't really watch the game.
Okay.
I didn't watch the but I like the points that you and B-Shack made. Doc Rivers, I came on this broadcast but a week ago and I said and I could say it again. The same thing with Stephen A. Smith, I could say. If Doc Rivers don't coach this team the way this team's supposed to be coached, he is going to be fired. No jokes, no shots towards Doc, because you cannot be a stubborn coach. You have to play the players to make the team more better. You can't stuck in your ways. You don't want to play Kevin Porter Jr. You see the way he carrying on? Let the man cook. Doc, Doc, Doc. You're going to cross yourself, get fired, and no one in the league is going to pick you up because why? They realize that he is a stubborn coach. Stubbornness don't get you nowhere. Sometimes you have to buy into the system. You can say, okay, let me put someone else in. And Brooke, my goodness, for the love of game, I'm I I had enough of him, but I just wait for him to go. Just go.
Yeah,
Go
that's what
do
I'm
what you
saying.
got.
We'll deal with him for this year, but he
I
got to go in the offseason. I don't want to re-sign him at no
no
vet
no no
minimum.
bro,
None of that. I want him
no,
out of Wisconsin.
no.
I
Man,
want
I'm
Brooke Lopez out of Wisconsin
for a
as soon as the
7 foot
season's over. I don't care if
for a
we raise
seven,
a banner. I better not hear one person say we should re-sign Brooke. Not one.
no.
He
But
needs to be gone at the end of the year. We can get
I
somebody
know
else. We can get
I
somebody
know
else that can move. That's crazy. I'm
I
done with Brooke.
I mean, is very embarrassing and disappointing that you have a 7 footer on your team, but is slow like a snail. He just want to stay, jack up
like a
threes
slug.
after three.
Right. He want to
Horrible.
be like Dirk. He want to shoot threes. He don't want to get his hands dirty no more.
Like man,
It'll be addition by subtraction. Like I told y'all about the other players, addition by subtraction. But again, I still think this roster is very formidable. I know we talk about Brook because we're looking at who he'll have to play in the playoffs. The Karl Anthony Towns, the Embiids, the really truly legit big man, and we already know how Brook plays against legit big man. That is our concern. That's why we keep blacking out on Brook because
And,
he could be the reason this whole thing fall apart because he can't hold his man,
too
or
and
slow.
you know
they're putting him in the pick and roll. Go ahead,
we
B
got a
Shaq.
we got a saying, and the saying is when you look good, you feel good. And maybe if he got a lineup, maybe he got a little shape up, he would feel a little better on the court because if I look like that, I would be playing bad.
Right, you got the hair growing all down your neck. Your wife don't love
No,
you for real.
man, I'm as
Love you. How did she let you come out the house looking like that?
I'm as
I was
hard.
like, good.
I'm as hard. It's hurtful. It's hurtful. It's hurtful. And the thing about it is, but I don't know if the coaching staff, if Doc is putting him to the side, like when everybody leave, have a conversation with him, say, Brooke, we don't need you to be shooting all those threes. Your job is to grab, rebound. You're supposed to be diving, jumping, grabbing them. There's no way, the short guy's supposed rebounding you. And the reason why you guys said they lose this game tonight is because of lack of rebound, offensive
Right.
rebound. That's what always team always killing us on. We on this team do not love to rebound. I don't know what Doc Rivers is be doing in practice with these guys. These guys need to rebound the ball.
And
There's
we do
no
need to
way.
shoot better though too, Gibson. We was 3 of 15 in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter, B Shaq
right.
and Gibson.
It, it,
That's
I,
unacceptable. We
the,
scored 12 points in
the,
the fourth quarter. 12 points.
man,
That's
it's bad. I
unacceptable.
mean,
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
that is
12
not good.
points
That
is
is not good.
crazy.
Is showing you that it's showing you like okay, let's use an example. It's showing you that when we was trying to get a coach, well, they said that management wanted Doug, but Horse wanted Atkinson. I think if we did get Atkinson, our team would have been throwing the way because why he would have put the guys in position to be
Right.
successful.
But we again though, we can't cry over spilled milk. We are what we are
No,
right now,
no,
and we
no,
can
no,
only move
no.
forward. And like you said,
Right.
if Doc fizzles out, he'll probably be canned at the end of the year. And I know
Yeah.
Bucks Nation will be like, oh, we're gonna be paying yet another coach. We gotta stop firing coaches. That's not true.
Listen,
You gotta go through something to get to something. You don't marry the first woman you date. You go on multiple dates with multiple different women till you find the one that's right, and you taking them on dates, so you spend the money, and that's it. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. You have to spend money
yeah,
sometimes to get to what you need to get to. You're gonna make some
yeah, that's
mistakes
true.
along the way, just like dating. It's the same thing. These coaches is like
Yeah,
dates. Y'all
yeah,
cool for a minute, seem like it's working out. Then she say one or two slick things. You like, I'm out. I'm getting me a new one. And Doc
Yeah,
ain't doing what he's supposed to. Get a new one until you get the one to stick with you.
it's
Simple.
tough, Amber. It's tough. It's tough, Amber. So I just pray that when we play these next couple of games, that they get their act together and they have to come out to play with heart, man. I agree they compete hard, but you was almost there. You was almost there to the quarter. The score wasn't that bad. So if we
Mm-hmm.
didn't hit those, if you hit those 2 free throws, that's a good game right there. That would have sealed the deal. But it is hard, Amber,
We
that
didn't
certain
execute.
guys.
We didn't execute down the stretch, Gibson. That's it. This game was lost due to poor execution. Dre West said it earlier. We had turnovers at the wrong time, not allowing second chance points, and our bench really didn't produce today. Our bench really did not produce today, and I think those
It
are
happened.
major contributors. But even with that, with all that being said, we only lost by a couple points. And we
Yeah.
played bad as a team. So for us to play bad and still be hanging around and pretty much could have won this game lets you know how talented the Bucks are. Let's flip this a little bit. We didn't play good tonight. We didn't we
No.
didn't we didn't play 17, 15 turnovers, allowed 16 offensive rebounds. They out rebounded us by damn near 20, and we only lost by 3 points. So I feel like there's some positives to grasp from this game as well. That we had an off game and still could have beat a quality opponent, playoff caliber opponent. So let's just take that in consideration as well, Bucks Nation, as we critique this team today for this game. Because even though we lost, I just think we didn't play our best game. I thought this was C basketball by the Bucks today. And for us to play C basketball and not get killed, I'm impressed with that. I'm impressed
So,
with that.
so Mr. Cools said on several possessions in the half court, Porter was holding the ball and looking, trying to figure things out, and that will not work. We need coaching to direct him. You know, it's not just the coaching; it's the fact that, and this is the problem. Maybe it's connected to coaching. A lot of times he had the ball, there was no movement, there was no cutting, there was nobody for him to really go to. And so, if you got his type of ability, and you don't see guys moving, then I'm gonna do my thing. And so guys gotta move and cut and get some movement going on, or because he was like holding on, waiting for someone to get free. I know exactly what Mr. Cool was talking about. So either it's him that got to be coached, or the other players got to be coached to move around. Because when you don't move your body, the defense loads up. Everybody knows that. That's basketball 101.
Right.
You got to move your bodies. You got to move them.
I I'm gonna be interested to see Doc's approach and strategies going against the Joker in Denver on Thursday at home. I
Oh,
just want to
it's
see some in-game adjustments from the coaching staff in general. It just seems like when somebody get cooking, we can't stop. When they're coming into the lane, we even the games we were winning, we were still kind of getting killed in the paint. We were just out shooting teams, but we were still being outscored in the paint. We have to figure out how to kind of stop the threes, but yet protect the paint and the rebounding. Like I watched Brook on several occasions just box out his man and not move. The ball
mm,
came right across his brow and not move. We gotta
man.
start crashing the board. I don't know what that is in today's NBA, but I come from the old school. You need to crash the boards.
Yeah,
Crash the
yeah,
damn boards.
you're right. And let me tell you what I also noticed too across the NBA landscape. Especially, I was watching this show with all of the sort of like the East the Eastern Conference
Mm-hmm.
locked on folks.
Okay.
And man, everyone's sleeping on the Bucks. They're talking about, even though Knicks are struggling, they put the Knicks ahead of them, and they are putting Indiana ahead of them. I want Indiana bad in the playoffs. I
But I
want
do too.
Indiana bad.
We need to put them
And
out.
so right now the Bucks, the expectations not high, and people with the impact that Kevin Porter
Oh,
Jr.
hold on one second.
has had on the team has not made it to the national media yet. So
Okay.
I think the Bucks can sneak up on some folks. Absolutely.
But that's good though. They always count us out. They spit in our face all the time.
and tell us it's raining.
All right, let's see what it is. B-Shack, that's true. The coach needs to call a timeout and direct the team. Facts.
Yeah, man. Doc ain't really coaching, man. Doc on the
Doc,
sideline, they say they
back in
look to the coach. They look to Doc Rivers. Doc say it's on you.
What's on you, right?
I mean,
Let me tap into homie Monalando. I'm gonna have to get up out of here. Maybe this dog is at me real quick. Hold on, let me see what's coming in.
Yo,
All right, there
what's
we go.
going
What
on,
up,
everybody?
Monalando? Shout out to Toronto. What up?
what's up?
What's going on? I just came back from outside. I didn't really watch this game,
Hold
but
on
from
1
what I'm
second before you
hearing,
get started, Monalando. Hold on 1 second. The homie just gave a super chat. What up, Nick Swin? Nick Swin is the Harriet Tubman of the Queens of the Chat. She is the only female to ever tap into the live multiple times.
Harriet
Shout out to
Tubman.
Nick Swin. She the Harriet Tubman of that. Shout out to Nick Swin. Let me get your super chat. I had to give you your intro first,
Harriet
Nick Swin. I
Tubman,
had
bro.
to let him know. Nick Swin used to tap in if it wasn't for work. Shout out to Nick Swin, $4.99 super chat. Slow foot speed limits offensive rebounding as they prioritize transition defense, sacrifices second chance points. What I tell y'all about the Queens of the Chat? You say she came in here, just spit right away. Let me repeat that, what she said. Slow foot speed limits offensive rebounding as they prioritize transition defense, sacrificing second chance points. And that's exactly what it looks like. What?
Facts.
Queens of the Chats being here spitting. I'm gonna start with Monalando, go to Gibson, then go to B-Shack about that. How do you feel about that comment, Monalando?
Hey, I was about to say the same thing, man. Like, we all blame a person game by game. Oh, there was this guy's fault this game.
Right.
It was this guy's fault this game. But the biggest thing that we can all agree on is when your anchor is the softest center in the entire NBA who can't even grab a rebound, then everything will collapse on itself. If your anchor doesn't anchor anything, what is it? How are you going to support your boat? Like, you're going to be drifting around, everybody be lost in the sea. Like, one pass, the guy's lost. Pass the screen, someone gets the screen on what do you call it, Ajax or whatever. The guy blows by him, and it's over. He'll just make the dish out to the corner, and no one. You know what I hate? Nobody closes out on the corner for some reason. I understand the wings and the top, they close out, but no one ever close out in the corner. They'll look at the guys shoot the three. I'm just like, what are you doing? Corner threes are the easiest threes in the NBA.
Yeah, that's
Anybody
true.
can make that. I saw Andre Drummond make a corner three. You think everybody can make a three?
Right.
But what I'm saying
that's
is,
true. Very true.
we sometimes blame Doc. It's like, I don't think Atkinson would have helped either with this guy in our team. Like, I want Brooke gone. Please leave. Just leave, bro. We had enough of you. Like, I don't care if you give us 5 points. What is the average this year? Like 10 points? Not even 10 points, right? Like 8, 9, 10 points.
Nah, he giving us double figures. I'm not gonna take a number 2 on him like that. He averaging double figures. He's
He
averaging. Let me
averages
see.
double figures. He must have had like 20 rebounds in one
he's
game to
averaging
average
12
that.
and a half points, 4.8 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and 48% from the field.
You know what a real center looks like? A real center looks like Zubac. Brooke Lopez is a fake Zubac.
Fake Zubac.
Man, how wild did this
They're very similar. Listen, they're very similar in foot speed. They're very similar in post moves, but one is stronger. Brooke is soft.
I can see where you're going. Zubac does rebound. I see where you're going with that. That's not far off.
Zubac is the top 5 in rebounds in the NBA. He was 1 or 2 at one time.
That's a fair point.
Not only that, he's a double-double machine.
Go ahead, Monalando. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off there.
No, go ahead.
I didn't watch the game. I watched like maybe 5 minutes of the end just to see what's going on. I was kind of like driving and listening to the game.
It's all good. We appreciate you tapping in. Let's go to B-Shack real quick. Go ahead, Monalando. Go ahead.
I seen some questionable decisions by the refs at the end when the clutch.
It was a whole
They
game.
fouled Dame on a shoot while he was shooting a three, and they said it was on the floor. I was like, what?
Regular.
And did you see yesterday how Tyler Hero was playing? Everything was not on the floor. Everything was up. He was in a shooting motion, apparently.
There's a clear biasness by the officials against the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're not even hiding it. It's blatant in their face. They're not even putting on no poof shiesty, no mask,
Mm,
just hey,
facts.
raw face. We don't like y'all, and we gonna show y'all. Y'all ain't getting no calls unless y'all bleed or we see something like what happened to Giannis today. Unless we see somebody get put in some type of wrestling maneuver, you will get no calls
Yeah,
if you're the Milwaukee Bucks. We dare you guys
exactly.
to think that you should try to be good and compete with these big market teams. We dare you to try. And that's what they doing. They
Yeah,
punishing us for trying to be good
yeah,
in a small market.
Yep.
We're being punished for that. That's how I feel for real. I know some people
I
might say
yeah.
that's some emotional stuff. I'm thinking about it logically. Why would they want a small market team to start winning championships or be up there when you got the Bostons the way they want it, which is a big market team? The Knicks are winning. That's a big market team. That's what they want. We are the fly in the ointment. We are the team that can throw off everything in the East. Believe it or not, I know how good Cleveland is. I know how good the Knicks are. I know how good these teams are. But I'm telling y'all, the Bucks are good enough to beat anybody in the East if we
That.
play smart, disciplined basketball. The
Mhm.
problem is, in order to play smart, disciplined basketball, you need the right orator of that information. I don't think we have the correct orator for that information on this team. Maybe he can change. Maybe he can in the playoffs, but I don't feel confident in Doc. That's my just like my man Maurice said. I just don't feel confident that Doc has the acumen to make the right decisions and get this team coached up. Because a lot of the mistakes that we make, to me, should have been solved in practice.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
and sorry, I wanted to add
Yeah,
one more thing. I'm done, I'm pretty much done with
yeah,
my takes, but
yeah. No, go ahead.
I watched the end of the game. You know how they interview the player who had the highest points or whatever, with
Right.
the biggest impact? So they're interviewing Jalen Green,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked him, "How did you guys get this victory?" He's like, "Oh, we just played defense, play them to their weakness. You know our weakness, everybody knows it, and they run us off the line because they know we're a good shooting team. They respect our shooting so much they had to run us off the line. That's how Ime Udoka knows us. He played us before many times. We're
But
a
you
good
see, but
shooting team.
the difference is Ime Udoka is a thinker. He's a mind. When you have a
Yeah, that's what
mind
I'm
as a
saying. He
coach,
knows
it
what's up. He knows
elevates
our
your
weakness.
team. Yeah, that
Hmm.
Popovich was a mind. You don't beat Kobe and
Hmm.
Shaq if you're not smart. You don't. You have
Yeah.
some coaches are just smart. It's just unfortunate that I don't believe our coach is a mind.
And
He's
Yeah.
and
not a
he may
thinker.
I
be over
have,
there looking like he be looking like the Terminator over there too.
Man, just
he looks so
stone
mad
face,
all the
stone
time.
face.
That's how Doc used to be. I don't know what happened.
oh man. Oh
Doc
man.
used to be that coach where he'll get himself a technical, yelling at everybody.
Yep.
But one more thing I'll say
Uh,
is like they played us to our weaknesses, and we've been exposed since last year. Everybody knows our weaknesses. They run us
Yep.
off the 3-point line. If that's how they've been doing it to Dame every time. Yes, sometimes when Kuzma gets the ball and they're not playing full court trap anymore. Some teams they do that. You noticed that, right?
mm-hmm.
They'll be running full court trap on Dame to make us turn over the ball every time because we don't have adequate ball handlers besides Giannis and Dame, right? But now we
Yep.
got some ball handlers like KPJ, Rollins, and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they when Dame has to play off ball, which he's been doing really well these days? Um, but what do you call it? If pushing us off the line doesn't work, what do? Like they attack Brook. It depends on teams, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
Celtics and the Knicks figured out a way to attack Brook and just keep going. Some teams they run us off the line. If that doesn't work, they go to plan B. I don't know what Doc does, but he doesn't look like he has plan Bs or Cs.
That's a fact. Let me go to Gibson and we go end up V Shack and then I'm gonna get in the comment section. Oh, you Gibson.
Well, no
Appreciate you,
problem is
Monalando. It's on you, Gibson.
The problem is what Monolando said. I agree with him. When you have an idiot coach, we don't know. Someone need to slap him in that ball, shiny ball head of his to get the sense to fit in. Because you have to be able to adjust. How many times did we play the Rockets? Come on. You have to put the tape on to say, this is how we are going to beat them.
It's not Doc's fault, bro. Doc's is still running Windows 7 when we in Windows 11. He just need a
Oh,
he need a firmware update.
I know what to
Doc
say.
need his firmware updated.
The only thing I could do is throw my hands up. I say, Lord, please let us get out of the second round. Because man, if we lose again, I know what we can do. Because man, it cannot be. We cannot be the laughing stock every year. The Milwaukee Bucks is the laughing stock of the NBA. It cannot be, man. Something have to happen. This case have to break, man. This case have to
This will be
break.
the year. This will be the
Man, it
year.
have to break down.
Man,
I'm from when we win that championship, we look like we can't never get back there. We can't get back there. We
This year is
can't.
gonna be different, Gibson. This team is
Oh,
different.
I
I'm telling
pray.
you.
I pray. I pray we get there. I pray because man, when you have that coach, sometimes I know what to say, man. It's just frustrating, man, because you have a coach, he just do this on the line. That's all he do with the arms for. Come on, man. Do
Well, we
something.
still got some games left. Let's hope he get it together. Y'all know that this podcast applies pressure in all the right places. So we're gonna see what happens. Hey, we're gonna
All
see
right.
what happens. But
We'll wait.
appreciate you, Gibson. Let's go to
man,
B Shack.
All right.
we
All right.
got we got Gibson on here talking about slapping a
An
grown man, an elder.
elder.
I
He
mean,
called him an elder. Yo,
Lord
I
have
haven't heard
mercy.
that in a while. Called him an elder.
I mean,
Go ahead,
yo,
B Shack.
yo,
Isn't
here's
Doc
the
like a
thing.
great grandfather?
He
Isn't he like a
Brooke,
great grandfather now?
yeah,
might be.
he might be.
He might be too
Brooke,
old to be honest.
Brooks' high in rebounds for his career was his second season at 8.6.
What year?
That's his high. And from that point, it's been going down. And so Brooke has never been a rebounder as big as he is. He has always been a poor rebounder. Brooke, listen, he's on our team, so we want him to do well. We gotta encourage Brooke.
Right.
But as soon as this team is over,
Go.
give
Go.
me
Get him.
my theme music. Ray Charles, hit the road, Jack.
ASAP.
Don't you come back no more, no more,
ASAP.
no more, no more. Get out of here.
Oh,
At the end of the season,
retire.
you got to
He
go.
gotta go. He gotta go.
Pack your bags, and get out of here. So listen, I don't. All I can say is I think the Bucks will always have a chance, especially in the playoffs, because we were always in the Eastern Conference on almost every team in the West have the best player on the court.
Correct.
We got to always remember that we always have the best player, and a lot of times most of the time Dame will be no lower than the third best player on the court.
Right.
So we'll always have a chance. So let's go into this game in Denver. Let's see how they stack up. It'd be great to get a good win. I predict if we get a good win against Denver, then you'll even though we don't need people to talk about us,
They'll
people
talk.
start taking notice of the Bucks again.
I agree. Great points. Great points. Shout out to B Shack. Gibson, can you go ahead and give us
Do
send us on? Go ahead, Gibson.
the little intro, the little intro. Peace and love to the panel, to the supporting class, to the fans, and everybody would watching worldwide. Help us to get this team to the win we need and give us the courage, the support, so that this team could go and compete and play better so we could bring the second championship to Pfizer Farm. That's all I got to say, but
My
positive again.
man, salute. All right, Gibson, B Shack, salute. Hey, you know what? Everybody here is somewhere else. We got B Shack down there in Southern Florida, Miami. We got Gibson down here in the Bahamas. We got Monalado in Toronto. I keep telling y'all we international.
How about that?
How about that? I keep telling y'all we international. My boy Nikos is in the chat. He from Sweden. We international, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, we everywhere. We about to take over. Appreciate y'all tapping in, gentlemen. Great
Hey,
conversation.
don't forget, we even
Appreciate
have
y'all.
Boston fans in here every day.
All right, y'all. Be check. Yeah. Tap in the homie real quick before I get up out of here. All right. You ready, sir? All right. What up? What up? What up, Brandon? Tell me how you feel before we get up out of here.
Hey, the mood, the B-Shack, my Lando, Gibson, my Buck family, friends. What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up?
What
And
it do,
Daniel,
bro?
that right now, Mr. Cool. Hey, I'm not worried about this game. I'm not mad about this game. But here's the thing, though. This, like I said, like I put in the comment section, let's start a new week
Mm-hmm.
going into Thursday night at home.
I agree. And, hey, see, Kerry just put in the chat. So this game gonna be on TNT. So that would be a big win if we could beat them Thursday. On national TV. They'll start giving us some respect.
Right. We're gonna get our respect back. No worry. No worry. We're gonna get our respect back. Don't you panic, Buck Nation.
Right. I agree.
We're still about 5 We're
Mm-hmm.
still, but like I said, we need to take back this win.
Right.
Like this new win streak on Thursday. Because this team know what they gotta do.
Right. This was just an off game. I'm not mad. We you know what I'm saying? We weren't gonna go undefeated until the end of the year from that winning streak. And the loss, yes, we lost, but it was a loss where you saw what we did wrong and what we need to improve on, and those are all things that we can fix. It's nothing. There's no reason that any flaw that we had in this game is not something that we can't resolve. It was just bad timing, turnovers, not rebounding, bad shot. It was just bad timing. But this is a really good team. Once we get all these new weapons integrated into this offense, we're going to be very scary. I think we're scary now. But I think once everybody knows their role, and maybe if we get a play or two, we'll see what happens. What up, Teron?
Also, yeah, he's not even fully healthy yet.
Right.
And they're not even fully healthy yet.
Yep.
So, let's give this team some support, encouragement,
Right.
and believe in the squad. We can make a playoff run.
Yep.
We can make it.
Yep. I agree.
All we gotta do is pay attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
Once after this off season, then we talk about they win some dead weight off the team.
Right. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Now,
Yeah. We can critique them now, but we'll just wait till the off season to get rid of the dead weight. I agree with you, Brandon.
for now, let
To support this team.
one game at a time.
There we go, my man.
They got a couple of days off
Right.
Thursday because we got a tough schedule coming up a few more weeks.
Yep.
So let's take it one game at a time, but need to finish friend.
My man.
Believe in the squad.
Right.
We are Dave's not fully healthy.
Yep.
Giannis fully healthy yet. Let Doc let Quinn or fill out this thing rotation.
Right. I agree.
So this is battle on. Yeah, we almost came back, but we should not be worrying about. We should not be worrying about these Cardinals right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make some adjustments at home we're gonna series the practice more day in, day out.
Right.
That way, for Thursday, it's showtime.
Right. There we go. My man Brandon. Appreciate you.
The Bucks Nation family friend, take it one at a time. We're gonna get the new tweet.
Yeah, we good. I'm not even worried about it. I'm not panicking. I just be
Don't
mad
worry
at certain
about it.
stuff I see.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
Bucks Nation family friend.
Salute.
We got this.
Yeah.
This is
Tell
the
him
boy.
Tell him. All right, Brandon.
Take it one at a time. The move.
See you on Thursday, famo. All right.
Come on, y'all.
All right, Brandon, go. Shout out to Brandon.
All right, bro.
All right, shout out to Brandon. Whew. All right, y'all. We had a tough one tonight. We're not gonna win them all. I know that was just kind of a hard loss to just because there was a lot of mental mistakes in that game, y'all. It just is what it is. Let me get the last couple comments in here before we adjourn for today and reconvene on Thursday. My homie B Shack said Graham Rivers just said that that the group in the third quarter they just didn't play right. He used the word they, unacceptable. Right? That's that politician talk, B Shack. That's that politician talk. Jeff Riley, well, at least Marquette and Wisconsin won tonight, which is always a plus for the basketball teams. Facts. Facts. Good chat, Bucks Nation. Absolutely, Kerry. Appreciate you. No strays. ENT, what's good? Luka and Kyrie going back and forth. Imagine if they was on the same team, they might make the finals. No strays, you you are so wild. I'm trying. Hey, I'm just trying to be cool. I'm trying to take on your moniker and just be cool today. I don't want to overreact to a loss. In this nature, we've been playing well. We got new parts. I need to look at it from a logical perspective and not just get too emotional right now. And I know what happened. I watched it and I'm processing it. That's why I'm not getting too crazy right now. The music's coming, Carrie. 1 second, ma'am. All right, y'all. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition where we just got done discussing the Bucks' tight loss, highly contested against the Houston Rockets in Houston, 100-97. We'll be home Thursday in front of friends and family at Fiserv Forum, the house that Giannis built, against the Denver Nuggets this Thursday. Please tap back in, and if you haven't already, hit the like button. Much appreciated, y'all. Carrie, it's time. Gone.